cloud burst will be discussed today, and we shall show you the picture of the today's in my area, in my city of Hyderabad, in Pakistan. You can see the clouds are just on the sky. Some are dense and some are light, some are white and some are showing color. So, with this, I think you will understand what is cloud burst, which is a common phenomena in Pakistan, in northern Pakistan, Buner and Shangla and other areas. The cloud burst has killed more than 320 people, and all of a sudden, many villages, valleys, roads, and even the travelers, they were killed in such incident in a minutes or in just few hours. I have seen a picture in which one house was encircled by a gushing and a fast flooding water, and the family was at the top and about to be flown with the flow of water. The trees, the stones, they were brought by this flash flood and cloud burst. So, how this happens? This happens when the sea water, and in Pakistan and in the South Asia, the Arabian Sea and the Indian Ocean hold the key of the monsoon or this kind of phenomena, because in Bay of Bengal there is a place Mandargiri where the sunlight hits and makes the ocean water warm, and ultimately this warm air moves upward because it becomes light with the ocean water or water vapors, and it divides into two branches, Arabian branches and Bay of Bengal branches, and southwards the Arabian branch moves with this hot air and with the vapors, and when it reaches to the Rajasthan or Thar desert, which is already hotter during that period, the air moves upward, then it hits the Kirthar hill range near Karachi and in the Sindh, and they are also hotter. Ultimately, the winds moves upward from the coast Suleiman to Naga Parbat and Karakoram and reaches to the Himalaya. As it moves upward, the dust particles and other impurities, they give a chance to water vapor to stabilize and become heavier, and the clouds, they become heavier and they come down, and when there is a cold air it moves to the hot air, and when there is a hot air it moves to the cold air. So ultimately the clouds move back to the hot air towards the Thar desert, toward the Punjab, Sindh, and even the Bay of Bengal branches when it is to goes up to the Burma, and the hills, they are same as just like part of Himalaya, and it rains in many states of the India, particularly Kutch and other areas adjoining the Sindh. Ultimately, these clouds, when they are heavy, they fall immediately, and that kind of the immediate falling of the clouds or heavy rains is called cloud burst, and this phenomena is very common in the hilly area because air and clouds both are obstructed by the hills which are as high as Himalaya or as high kilometers away from the sea at the height of 1,000 meters, and same you can see in the Go and other areas. So cloud burst happened in Islamabad recently. Then in the areas, plain areas like Punjab and Sindh, the cold air and the hot air, when they collide, then they cause the cloud burst. So these are the two reasons. One is the hilly area where the clouds are obstructed, become heavier and fall, and in terms of the immediate rain or flash floods. And in the plain area, just like in 2011 in Bombay and 2020 in Sindh, in Jamshoro, cloud burst happened, and that was because of the collision or colliding of the hot air or hot clouds and the uh, cold clouds. So there are many types of the clouds, but the cloud burst is scientifically defined as on the rain gauge if within 1 hour the 100 millimeter rain happens, then it is a normal rain, but if it is more than 100 millimeter, then it is a cloud burst. So I think the students of the meteorology as well as climatology and even the geography or social sciences and even physical sciences or natural sciences, they can understand that how this kind of phenomena happens. And this whole system in our South Asian region, particularly India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, is called monsoon. And monsoon word was used by the Arab traders because during that time the sea was in trouble, or the airs were not favorable. So these are called also trade air winds in their old term. So they used to come when there was a stable sea, and it was not a monsoon. So they were knowing that this season is unfavorable for their trade. They can lose their life and even the commodities. Arabs used to come to Sri Lanka, India, and even Karachi and other parts of the Arabian Sea. That's why it is called Arabian Sea, because of their trade and their presence. Coming to the how the clouds are formed, I have already told that when they start from the Bay of Bengal, from Mahendragiri, so it is a 4-5 month cycle when they reach to the Himalaya and come back with heavy clouds. Then the rain is giving life to our crops, to our gardens, to our vegetables, and even it provides the fresh water everywhere. So, drinking water, cultivation water, irrigation water is available. So, this is a gift from the nature. But if it happens quickly and it causes cloud burst and fast flood or flash flood, then it is a dangerous phenomena. How to prevent the trees cutting should be stopped, and another, the climatology or meteorology sciences should be introduced in our universities and colleges. We are eighth vulnerable country, and yesterday in the dawn it was written that the Arabian Sea is 0.8 degree or 1 degree hotter than the previous many years. So this year the evaporation or the winds will be more hotter, and even they will pick more moisture or the water vapors or drops, and it will make more clouds, so more rains, and the phenomena is called climate change. I am just giving you some graphs and some charts so that you can understand how the hot air starts and moves to the cold air with the water vapors, and how the clouds are condensed and made at the higher altitudes, because when you move upward, then the temperature is colder and colder, and if you are at the top of the hill, then almost it is a very cold temperature, and when you are at the sea level, then it is not as cold and it is normal temperature. So the winds are the basic ingredient, oceans are the basic ingredients, and the movement of the winds and water vapor is actually our climate and reason of the cloud burst. So, with this from Hyderabad, Dr. Hussain Bashkolaji YouTube channel, Radio Tandokolaji, and from the Facebook, Professor Hussain Bashkolaji, you can see and you can observe, you can know more about the climates and about the local situation of Sindh. This was an academic area which I thought that the people of Sindh and people who are living abroad, they can understand what is the problem. So climate change is a big issue in Pakistan, and our MD CAT or the entry test or educational system, they are not understanding and they are just following their old timetable, and copy paste is done. So I will request to the Pakistan Medical Association, even the entire government of Pakistan and government of Sindh, they should align their activities, movements, as well as educational programs to the climate. So you can see this picture is the travelers, they have lost their life due to cloudburst, and you can see how the rain causes difficulties, and these are the trees which can prevent you. And from this news you can see that how many villages, and this is the measurement of the rain gauge, and this is the how the cold and hot air they collide, and how the clouds are formed from the sea to the upward movement, and cloud burst is also here shown, and you can see the sun and the water vapors are going, and this is actual cloud burst. This is just a hole are just bursting of the water tank, and this is again a measurement of the rain gauge, and you can see how the hot air moves to the cold air, and how the movement and the rain and the clouds they come and go back and form the rain, and how the cloud burst happens. And this is actually the stuck cloud, and you can see that the bursting of